Hey everyone, it's Annie and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be going over the finale for my winter project, Use It Up. So this project was 2 months long. It is finally the end of February. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what I finished this month and what couple of items are still kicking around. So if that sounds like something you guys are interested in, let's go ahead and jump right on into the video. So typically I wouldn't film this until like the first of the month, just so I have those final few days to finish things up. Today is the 26th. So a couple of these items that I'm showing you, I'll like insert pictures on March 1st, which is the day I'm gonna be uploading this, if I actually manage to finish them or not, because a couple of things are like 1 to 2 uses left. But this is the only day I have to film, and the next couple of days are supposed to be really overcast, rainy, snowy. So this is the best lighting we're gonna get until March, essentially. So bear with me, fingers crossed, the majority of the rest of these will be finished. So as per usual, I'll start off with my empties. So first up, I finished the beloved Coffee Bean and Oat Milk Latte Fine Fragrance Mist. This was really pretty, honestly. I'm glad it's gone. Like, I'm glad I used it up. It's just such a nice, sweet, light coffee scent, really pretty for like nighttime. And then in that same routine, I finished up the Cocoa Coffee Body Butter from Pink. So I think that was start of this project, and then 1 month, and then I finished it right up. There's like the teensiest little bit amount, but that's hardly enough to even like lotion my hands with. So we're just calling it, it's empty, like it's finished. And this one also, I totally did not show lines. So started this project 1 month, and then that little bit I couldn't get out. For the life of me, would not come out. So this one's finished, enjoyed both immensely. And then in that same routine, I'm calling this one finished because it's like 1 use away from being done. And that is the Mocha and Coffee Bean. And literally like that is 1 use left. I will use it tonight. I will show you guys a picture of the empty tub because it will be empty by tonight, or after I use it tonight. I will say this one, in using it, the scent is just almost too strong in the shower. Like, it's a very overwhelmingly coffee scent. So I wouldn't say it's my absolute favorite. I think now that I've used up both tubs, or essentially used this one up, I would pick the iced coffee over this one. That one's just a bit of a lighter, sweeter coffee scent. This one's almost too much. Now moving on to the next routine I finished up, that is the Vanilla Bean and Macadamia. So starting off with the body scrub. Started the project 1 month, and then this month I literally had like half a use left, like enough for a leg left kind of a thing. So it is completely gone. It is crusty at this point. It is very, very gone. Was not my favorite formula, would not repurchase their body scrubs. It was just, I don't know, it wasn't scrubby enough, and like the actual base of the scrub was almost like a conditioner. It was kind of slippery, like it was not my favorite. Fine Fragrance Mist, however, was an absolute favorite. So good. The kind of thing like I kind of wish I'd picked up a backup, but also like I feel like going through an entire bottle, like I'm kind of set on the scent. It's super pretty. So started the project 1 month, and this I wore like crazy this month. Oh my goodness. I mean, obviously I finished it up. It just smells so good. I wore this to work a lot. I wore this to bed a lot. It just smells so sweet and pretty. Like, big fan. And then I also finished the body butter. This one was a struggle to use near the end because it's so glittery. There's so much glitter in this body butter. But I used it, I finished it up. I started off the project right here, and then 1 month. So I had less than half the tub left to finish up in February. And like, I love the scent. This is such a good scent, honestly. But just that glitter was too much for me, especially in this form. It was just too much. So now moving on to the body washes that I finished up. I finished the Blue Chamomile and Oat Milk Dove. So at the start of the project, it was almost completely full. 1 month in, and then cranked it right out. This one was like a neutral enough scent that I could wear it with pretty much any routine, just as like a base clean, just as like a moisturizing clean, stuff like that. So I flew through this one. It's not my absolute favorite, not something I would repurchase, but it was really nice while I had it. Then I also finished the pomegranate one. So started the project 1 month and then finished it right off. And I had mentioned in my first update how thin it was compared to other Dove body washes, and how I used way too much in that like first and second wash because I was not anticipating how thin it was. Well, I think it might have been on the road to expiring honestly, because near like the final use of it, I kind of shook the bottle up a little bit just to make sure I was getting all of the last little bits at the bottom. And I don't know if it was just the act of shaking it up that made it super foamy, but it was like a completely different color and texture, like as if it had separated from sitting in my collection, and the top was like super thin, and then the bottom was like all of the richness of a regular Dove body wash. I don't know, it was kind of gross. Like, it was not my favorite thing. So I'm just assuming that this was like on the road to expiring, because it still smelled fine and it still washed fine. And I didn't get any like rashes or any, you know, indications that I'm using an expired product sort of a thing. So like, you know, that was an experience, but I'm glad this is gone, if not only for that, but it's also just not my favorite scent. So for it to be gone, like, it's never coming back in the collection. And this last one, I literally just finished up last night. It's been a struggle. It's not my favorite formula. The scent is beautiful, but like just the foamingness of this is just not for me. I do not like foaming body washes. So I used from here on down this month. Like, I finished this bottle up. I did not use it the first month whatsoever. It's just not for me. Like, I don't like foaming body washes, and that's like a personal thing. If you guys love them, go for it. Like, there's plenty out there for you to try. Just formula wise, they're never my favorite. I feel like they're just messy. I end up wasting too much product. Like, it literally will just like fall off to the shower floor before I even like wash my body with it. So I'm glad this is gone. I've got one more foaming body wash in my collection, and then I'm just never gonna purchase any again. And then the other lotion that I finished up this month is the Dove Macadamia and Rice Milk. This one smelled so good. I literally scraped out like every last drop I could. Oh my gosh. Such a good formula. Really, really enjoyed this. I have the pomegranate one in my collection as well, and I've kind of been playing around with that since I finished all of my lotions like 2 weeks ago. I've just been playing with a bunch of my other lotions. So this one, I started off right here for this project, 1 month, and then cranked this out no problem. Beautiful scent. I really love the formula. This is something I don't think they still sell like new tubs of it. I think it's all old tubs that are on the market at this point. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's the case. If they did still sell new tubs, I would definitely repurchase down the line because I really enjoyed this. But if all that's on the market is like old tubs because it's a discontinued product, I would not repurchase. Now moving on to the fine fragrance mists I finished. First up is Vanilla from Happy Nation. So start of the project, 1 month, and then that was like one use left. This is such a good scent. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that I have another bottle in my collection. It's just like a straight vanilla extract kind of a scent. It's absolutely beautiful. 1000% would repurchase if they brought it back. And I also finished my Snowflakes in Cashmere. So started the project 1 month and then cranked right through it. This is one of my favorite scents, especially from like their winter collection. I go through like a bottle a year and it's got hairs in it. It's stunning. I love the scent. Super easy for me to use. It's a super light scent, so I can also just like overspray very, very easily, but really enjoy this, will always repurchase. And I also finished the Pumpkin Swirl Cake. This one was really pretty. Like, it's a really good scent. I started off the project right here. I did not use it the first month. So in February, I finished up the whole bottle. It's a strong scent. It's so strong. Oh my goodness. Like borderline too strong, kind of got to use a light hand sort of a thing. Really pretty, really enjoyed this one. I have, I think, 2 bottles in my collection, so I'm well stocked on it for sure. Really, really nice scent. And I also finished this Pink Spiced Vanilla. This one I started off right here and then, you know, just cranked right through it, no problem. Really pretty light scent. Just a sweet, slightly spicy vanilla, but not like gourmand or cakey or anything like that. I just totally chucked the cap. It's just really pretty. I really enjoyed this one. Now, one I did not enjoy is Sparkling Orange Spritz. It's just, there's some like syrupy sweetness to it. It just was not for me. So started this project 1 month and then finished it off. I used this solely as a room spray just to finish up the bottle because it was not my favorite. I lost the cap a while ago. It was at a point like I had already used half of it, so I couldn't sell it. At least I wouldn't feel good trying to sell a half-used bottle of something. So I just knew I needed to finish it up. I'm so glad it's gone. I will never repurchase. And then up next, I finished Sweet on the Outside from Finery. So started the project 1 month and then cranked it right out. Such a good scent. Oh my goodness, it's so rich and sweet. It's just phenomenal. I do have another bottle of this in my collection. So I've already accidentally repurchased. I got sent the wrong one and it happened to be one I really liked, so I kept it. Fantastic scent. I absolutely love this one. Then I also finished Vanilla Bourbon from Mix Bar. So started the project 1 month and then obviously cranked it right out. This one's so pretty. It's a nice sweet vanilla with a little bit of smokiness. I will say I prefer the Perfume over the mist. So if I were to repurchase one, it would easily be the Perfume, which I don't have in my collection at the moment. I did finish it up in my fall project, I believe. So I'm about due at some point to pick up the Perfume again because it's a stunning scent. And the last fine fragrance mist I finished is Happy Birthday. So started the project, was brand new, 1 month, and then it's Happy Birthday. I use this stuff like crazy. Oh my gosh, because it smells fantastic. One of easily top 10 favorite Bath & Body Works scent, probably top 5. Honestly, like it's fantastic. They need to come back out with Christmas cookies because I need like full sizes of this ASAP. Now this next mist is not finished yet, but by the time you guys are seeing this video, it will be gone. So I'll show it right now. That is the Pistachio Mimic fragrance. And right now I'm at this point, like in the next 2 days, that's gonna be gone. I'm gonna crank through that no problem because that's literally what I'm gonna wear for the next 2 days and it'll be gone. So started the project in 1 month. I was right here. I'm at this point, like I said, right now. I'll show you guys a picture of the empty bottle because it will be gone by then. But like I said, this is my only time to film. It's a really pretty, like very, very powdery scent. Like the more I wear it, the more powdery it is. So not necessarily something like I have another one in my collection, but past that bottle, like I'm set. That's enough. That's all that I need. Now moving on to the perfumes that I finished. I did finish Angel Soiree. So started right there, 1 month, and then I had just the tiniest amount left to finish. Such a pretty scent. Easily one of my favorites from the brand. The only one that I have like repurchased before my first one finished up because it's so good. And I knew I wanted to have another one in my collection. It's fantastic. And then I also finished Vanilla Potion. So I started off right here and then 1 month, you know, made very steady progress, finished this up no problem. This is a very pretty vanilla. I won't say it's like the best of the best vanilla. Like I feel like it's a very straightforward, the kind of thing you could find pretty much anywhere. It's nothing super special, really pretty. I did enjoy it while I had it, but like it's not the kind of thing I'm gonna like hunt down again. Then I also finished my Platinum perfume. So where's the lines? So started the project in 1 month. Clearly I hardly touched this in January and then I finished it right off in February. It's just not for me. It's not my kind of scent. It's one of those things I bought it so I could like test out the scent, but I should have just gone in store, smelled it and moved on kind of a thing. Was not worth my money, just not my kind of scent. All right, so moving on to the scents that I did not finish. So first up is Luminous. So I started this project right here, 1 month, and then I honestly thought I wore this way more this month. Obviously I didn't because like there's still so much left in the bottle, but when I like shine the flashlight, like that's all the progress I made this month. So very slow going. This one will probably just kind of not necessarily continue to be in projects, but continue to be in the forefront of my collection to continue to work through because it's not super my favorite. Like it's pretty. I feel like maybe if I just make this more of like just a focus for like special occasions or whatever, just to kind of work through it a little bit more. And I'm super bummed. I was so confident at the beginning of February that I was gonna finish this one and I did not. I did not finish into the night, but I'm at this point. You guys can finally see the line. The sun's shining just right. I'm at the halfway point. Like I'm halfway through this mist. That's progress. I'm not gonna complain about that. I am trying to find the first line. I wanna say I started right there and then 1 month, 2 month, I believe. Just not my favorite scent. You guys know by now, this is not for me. Not my favorite scent. My husband doesn't really like it either, so I have no like incentive to want to wear it because neither one of us are fans of it. So it's slow but steady progress. I'm working through it. I'm not gonna throw it in another project for a while though. I'm just gonna do like the same with Luminous, just kind of have them in my collection, but at like the forefront so I remember to use them. They're not necessarily like, I need to finish this ASAP, but just kind of working on them. All right, so that is everything for my winter project to use it up. I did a very, very good job overall. I believe I started with 43 products, and to only have 2 that are definitely not gonna get finished, 1 that got pulled out of the project, so that's 3 to 4. I can't remember if I counted sun-ripened raspberry or not. I probably did, but this one just goes like with Into the Night. So it kind of, you know, Into the Night didn't get finished, so this definitely didn't get finished kind of a thing. So that's what, we'll say 5. We'll say 4. So we'll say like 4 of the 43 products definitely did not get finished. That's still 39 products I finished in 2 months. Like, I'm not mad at that. I'm glad to have worked through that many items. Just get a lot of like funky stuff, maybe things I didn't love, things that were half empty out of the collection. Like, that feels great. All right, you guys, that is everything. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave me a like and a comment below, and I will see you guys next time.